Good evening, everybody. Feeling a little bit tired. I'm going to try and ramp my energy up, raise the vibrations, and just answer a couple of questions that I've had coming through. Right, so firstly, thank you so much for the questions. Keep them coming. I love the excitement in the group. Thank you so much for people who are sharing their pictures and their experiences. Sorry I haven't had time to acknowledge all of them and comment on all of them. It's just, there's so much going on in that group, which I love, but trying to juggle that and my other businesses and everything else that's going on, I'm just trying to adjust a little bit. So if I don't reply or acknowledge something, morning, evening, Kaylee, mwah. So if I don't acknowledge something, please don't take it personally. It's not like I don't like what you've posted or what you've messaged me about. It's just trying to stay on top of it all, as well as build the website and setting up a YouTube channel. There's just a lot going on at the minute, and I'm trying to help all of you as much as I can. And I've done some pilot coaching, just starting this whole thing off, and I'm so busy with the coaching, and now obviously the business side of it's coming in, and it's just literally my time is back to back with coaching calls with people, which is fantastic, and I absolutely love it. But just to explain why it's sort of, I'm not massively on top of every single thing at the moment. So I think what I'll probably do is, and you can tell me what works for you. Hi Darren. You can probably tell me what works for you, but what I'll probably do once a week is maybe a live Q&A, and any questions that I haven't been able to answer, I'll answer in a video, because actually it's probably it's better just to share it with everybody anyway, because everybody here is to learn and to share, and I want this to be a really open group and a very sort of safe space, which is why it's closed. So the two questions that have come through over the last few days, one of them is a lovely friend of mine. We have both done a course to teach mindfulness to children, and we both practice mindfulness meditation. I meditate every day, and the meditation I do is mindfulness of breathing. Anyway, I've had a couple of coaching calls with her. She's told me what she wants to manifest, which is business related. Obviously coached her through the dream day. She had amazing results with that to begin with. Like, I spoke to her and she felt amazing. I was like, brilliant, this is working, that's exactly what you want. And then she contacted me again and just said, actually, I'm having a bit of a wobble. And what she was saying was that because she practices mindfulness, and that's what she coaches to children, mindfulness is all about being in the moment. And so she's struggling with that, and then thinking, well, with the dream day, I'm going into the future. And she's kind of been struggling with that a bit, which means she hasn't been doing the dream day consistently. And although an amazing manifestation has happened to her since she's been doing it, I mean, like, it's amazing, I think she hasn't had the consistency. And I was kind of messaging her today, and I just kind of wanted to share this in the group as well. By the way, I never rehearse anything before I do these lives. I never really plan what I'm going to say. I just come on and speak from the heart. And I am not a qualified coach or anything like that. I just speak from the heart and my experiences and experiences of people I know. And in a way, I don't really want to do sort of loads of training like NLP training. You know, I think they all have their place, but I just want to be very pure and come from what I guess what I can have to offer from my life experiences. So anyway, back to the point. So I was saying to her today that for me, I meditate every day. I practice mindfulness every single day, and I love it. It gets me into that gorgeous state where I feel really delicious and my heart's singing in exactly the same way that the dream day does. And then I was kind of chatting to her a bit more and just saying, actually, when you're writing your dream day, because I think, so I've done a silent meditation. I did a 10-day silent meditation retreat, which was amazing. And that type of meditation was all about, you shouldn't crave things, you shouldn't hate things or crave things. And it's all about being in the moment and just being mindful. And I think when I was kind of messaging her today, I just sort of felt that if the dream day can get you in exactly that same like high vibrational place as meditation and mindfulness can, I think they're both really powerful. And I said the difference is with the dream day, your heart sings, you're feeling it as if it's already there. And that's very different to craving something. If you're craving it, you're actually keeping it away. And as Kalvinda mentioned in her post last night, and I've been mentioning, when you ask and then just let it go to the universe, and you don't have that craving, but you just know, it's coming. It's a very, very different experience and sensation and feeling. So in answer to this lady's question, I would definitely say, I don't think the two contradict each other. I think when you're feeling what it is basically the point of that dream day is not that you're craving stuff for the future, it's that you're getting into that really high vibrational state, which is the same state you get into when you meditate. And by the way, meditation is one of the fastest ways you can get into a manifesting state, because you don't have any contradicting thoughts. So that's my thoughts on that, and I hope that's answered it for you. You know who you are when you're watching. And then I've had another couple of girls in the group. They've had actually 3 or 4. There's a lot of stuff going on for them at the minute. Things are tough. And I guess their questions are coming through and asking about, when things are really hard, how do you lift that vibration? How do you get into that state? And I guess I'm very open in this group. I say openly that I have days that are harder than other days as well. You're welcome. And it's difficult. I mean, I've been through, as we all have, stuff in my life. And a few weeks ago, I was going through one of the toughest times I've had in a while, actually. And it was hard. I was in it for about 3 or 4 weeks. So although I wasn't in the same situation that all of you individually are going through right now, I know what it's like when you are in that place and you sort of get frustrated because you just want to be in that high vibrational place where you feel good and excited and happy, but you just have to take baby steps. So when I was in this quite dark place, and I want to talk about this openly because we're all human. I don't want you to think I'm this person that's literally 100% happy all of the time, because it's not real life. And you have to have the bad times to appreciate the good times. So, but when I was in this dark place, I was just implementing what I've read and asking it is given, and what I've read about manifesting and just generally, which is just do things that, even if they just elevate your soul slightly. So I would sit in the garden with the sun on my face, I'd drink up Abraham Hicks books, and I'd just get lost in all of that. And it didn't make me feel like I was walking on clouds, but it somehow relieved that deep kind of dark place, I guess. So I think that's the first thing. And don't get frustrated with it, but it's baby steps. And I had a call with a client today, and I was saying to her that people say you can always choose what you think about, and it takes a lot of practice, especially when you are in that dark place. I know it does. I've been there, and it's hard. But whatever your situation is, there is always something positive in your life that you can choose to think about. And I'm not saying it's easy, and it takes practice. And, again, I went through a really rough time last March as well, and it was awful. Again, I know someone's going through something very similar in this group, but you just have to take one day at a time. And even if it's just having a nap or having a bath, just do something that will raise your vibrations just a tiny bit. You're not going to get to that really high vibrational state like that. But anything is better if it's a little bit more higher vibration wise than where you are at that point. And it's just doing those gentle things and loving yourself and listening to your gut. And if you want to cry and sleep on a sofa all day, do it. Because I find, I don't know, but sometimes if I'm not in a good place, I mean, I haven't had this for ages, touch wood, but actually it's quite nice to wallow in that for a bit. I don't know what it is, it feels quite cathartic. I guess it's a healing process, isn't it? So for those people who are in really tough situations at the moment, just be very, very loving to yourself. Talk to yourselves how you would talk to a best friend, because I bet a lot of you have horrible stuff running through your heads, like we all do. And just baby steps, and just take each day as it comes, and try and look for, for all of you, you've got things going on. I don't know the details of all of your situations, but there will be something in your life where you can actually look at a positive thing, and you can choose the way you look at something. And I'm not sitting here saying it's easy, but you can do it, and what you'll find is gradually you'll get out of that space faster than you would if you weren't doing those things. What I might do actually at the bottom of this video, there's a page in the Asking It Is Given book where they talk about different levels of vibrations, and they kind of say even if you are in like a angry, like really angry, that's actually better than being depressed. That's a lot of higher vibration, and if you're angry you can move up another level, and I can't remember what it is, but like frustration, for example. So you can kind of move up those levels, and then you get your vibrations high again. And I guess just talking from life experience, from myself, from my friends, and you know, all the stuff I've read and studied over the years around meditation and manifestation and law of attraction, like nothing's ever in a permanent state. When you are really, really happy, that's going to change at some point. When you're really, really low, that's going to change at some point. Nothing's ever completely static. So those of you that are in difficult spaces at the minute, just trust that this too shall pass. One of my favourite expressions. And trust me, I know what you're going through, and you're not alone. We are all here for you. I have so much love for you, and that's why I want to be really, really open with you about the stuff that I deal with and go through, you know. Just know that I'm sending you so much love, as I'm sure so many people around you are, and just take those baby steps each day. And you know, I'm trying to help all of you as much as I can. My time is so strained now and pulled left, right and centre. But you know, keep sending your questions through, and I will try and answer them as much as I can. So I hope that's all helpful. Any questions, send them through. If I don't get back to you straight away, as I say, I will try and get back to you when I can. But lots and lots of love. I really hope people feel in this group there's a lot of love and energy and support, and it's a very safe space to share what you're feeling. There will be times when people are super high and manifestations are coming in really fast, and there will be times when stuff is harder, and that is just life. So yeah, I hope some of that is helpful. As I said, I didn't plan any of that. I've just spoken from the heart in terms of my experience and what I go through, and just when I'm in that low space, it's just one day at a time. So I will love you and leave you. It is raining outside again for those of you that aren't in the UK, so I'm all snuggly and cosy, and I'm going to make a nice cup of coffee. But I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I will message you again very, very soon. And don't forget to tune into the Dream Day training on Sunday morning at 11 AM GMT time, because that is the thing that has fast-tracked my manifesting. It's unlocked everything. It's where this whole group has come from. And if you want to see manifestation in action, look at this group. I've opened it up 3 weeks later. It's like over 500 people. I've got business coming through. It's just insane. So tune in for that training. Add your friends in. Add anyone you love and care about in, and get them to watch that. So yes, I'm going to stop waffling because this feels quite a long video. But lots and lots of love, and I will message you all soon. And the dog's now barking. Bye.